although the causes of World War I really start in the 19th century, the spark, the thing that triggers the war, is going to be an assassination by a Serbian of the crown prince of the Austro-Hungarian Empire. His name was Archduke Franz Ferdinand. Imagine somebody assassinating today's Prince Charles of England. Archduke Franz Ferdinand is assassinated in Sarajevo on June 28th, 1914. Francis Ferdinand, the heir to the throne, and the emperor at the time is going to be Francis Joseph, who had been emperor since 1848. Think about that. And think about the fact that he's on the throne for 66 years. And in 1914, he's 84 years old. He's older than dirt almost, right? That means the vast majority of Austria, nobody knew any other emperor except Francis Joseph. That means probably the old man wasn't going to last much longer, and Franz Ferdinand was going to succeed him. Now you might be asking yourself, what's Francis Ferdinand doing there in the Sarajevo in the first place? He's on a visit. Sarajevo was the capital of Bosnia, and Bosnia was part of the Habsburg Empire since 1878, when it was taken over with the permission of the great powers to calm a revolt there. So Franz Ferdinand is making a goodwill visit of his subjects. And the problem is it's badly timed. So who shoots him? Well, a Serbian nationalist, by our standards a terrorist, by the name of Gavrilo Princip. And why does he do it? This is the hard part, but not so hard that it used to be. Bosnia is made up of 3 different groups, one of which are Serbs. Well, when Austria takes over Bosnia in 1878, many Serbs believe that Bosnia should not be part of Austria, and instead part of Serbia, a land of Serbs just to the east. Princip belongs to this group that wants Bosnia to be a part of Serbia, and to express this wish, he's going to carry out an act of terrorism against the Austrians, and that act of terror is going to, of course, be the assassination. So, when it comes to this, I hope you're thinking to yourself, this sounds like an internal Austrian matter. I mean, who would care? This is not a very popular guy, even within the Austro-Hungarian circles. So, basically just find the guy, arrest him, execute him, do whatever you want, but nonetheless, have justice served. But it's not as simple. The events that are going to follow this are known as the July Crisis, and as we're going to go through them a little bit. For years, Austria was annoyed with little Serbia, which regarded it basically as a little troublesome country to its south and east. The Austro-Hungarian government was convinced that the Serbian government was financing and supporting people like Princip and Princip himself and others just like him. And Austria had been looking basically for an excuse to go in there, take out Serbia, and just pass out punishment. So when the Archduke is assassinated, the Austro-Hungarian Empire is convinced that Serbia is behind it and wants to get in there and punish Serbia. But here's the rub. Serbia has a protector on the international scene, and that protector, of course, is going to be Austria. Austria could fight Serbia, but not so sure he could fight Russia. So the Austrian government goes back to its good old friend Germany and says, will you support us if we attack Serbia and Russia goes against us? The Germans have said not only would they back up Austria in this matter, they encouraged Austria to attack Serbia, basically saying that your status as a great power is at stake. Your manhood is at stake. You need to do this, because if you don't do that, you're not going to have any sort of honor as a great nation. So, on July 28th, 1914, a month to the day after the assassination, Austria attacks Serbia. Russia warns Austria to back off, and Austria doesn't. So Russia mobilizes its forces and then asks its good friend, the French, to prepare for war. Germany is going to tell Russia, if you keep mobilizing your forces, we're going to have to declare war on you. Russia kept mobilizing, so Germany declares war. But since Russia was an ally of France, Germany had to have plans to attack France, then Russia itself. So it begins by not marching on Russia, but against France. But to get to France, according to these war plans, it had to march through Belgium. And Belgium was protected by Britain. So when the German army marches through Britain in 1914 to attack France, Britain declares war on Germany. And bing, bang, boom, you've got World War I. From the get-go, Germany and Austria are at war with France, Russia, Britain, and Serbia. And off to the races we go. All of this is because some Serbian nationalist shot an unknown archduke from Austria in some unforgettable town in the Balkans.